Welcome, everyone, here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. A contest between conferences. Atlanta, where the Hawks take to their home floor. Now, here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
James. And he can't jam it through.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
And it's Ricochet missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Good.
And inside, Luka knows the bucket is there, so he is willing to fight for it.
Young looking it over. Here's Johnson. Luka Doncic grabs the miss. James with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Out to Doncic. Ricochet with the steal. Here's Young. And that one is good.
Right there, you love what Young gives you. A great facilitator in transition, and he's also a terrific finisher.
Now, here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. That one good for 2.
When you watch Young, there's that courage to his game.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about the strategy for taking on a guy like Luka Doncic. He told me that the thing is Luka steals all the attention out there, which allows his teammates to find open looks, so we're not going to let him distract us on defense. So it sounds like they'll be focusing on defending against Luka and company, not just Luka. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Here's Doncic. After the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. And it's Luka Doncic with the 3. Doncic has got 9.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
Johnson with it. And Hachimura picks him up defensively.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Pass to Reeves. LeBron James on the wing. Still scoreless. Clock at 4. And it's Doncic missing. The Hawks trail by 3. Young with no one around. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. And so it's the Lakers with it. And it's James missing.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Hawks shooting their first free throw this game. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 9. Reeves outside. Lets the 3 fly. Johnson with the rebound. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Capella to the middle. Pass to Rizichet. Over James. The Hawks again can't hit.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Back to Doncic. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Tie game in Atlanta. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets. And I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Pass to LeBron. The 3. And it's Rizichet with the rebound. Man in the corner. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Here's Reeves. Nothing on the board. Over to the wing. Here's Connect. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Connects. Got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Los Angeles. As a junior college product, Dalton Connect, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin. Spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program. Then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
Niang. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. Reeves with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 4. The dive for the ball. Atlanta with the rebound. Inside. Here's Niang. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Connect with it. Pass to Vincent. A steal. Here's the break. Rizichet with it. And Hachimura picks him up defensively.
I like the movement from the rookie, Zachary Rizichet.
And the Lakers making a change here. And you hear, Richard, about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high-flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Substitution on the floor.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. It's a 3-point game. Here's Okongwu. That one wide left.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Pass to Reeves. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Finney-Smith. Just 4 to shoot. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Doncic. 11 points in the game. Fires the three. Doncic sticking it from way outside.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, boy, he is almost unguardable.
Pass to Young. Launches from deep. Kept alive. Another shot. And there's the nice layup by Okongwu. Okongwu's now got his second basket.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Los Angeles.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Here's the three. Johnson with the rebound.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Young's shot is off. Lakers leading by 4. In the corner, it's James. James. Oh, LeBron does it again.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Young's shot is off.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
James wide open. Off target from three-point range.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
Back to Johnson. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Young. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
At his best when attacking the rim. Young not settling for a jumper, putting the onus on the D.
Back to James. Pass to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Daniels with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 4. Young is doubled. And stolen by James. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That's his first foul. And here is Los Angeles now. The 3 for Doncic. That shot is off. And here's Atlanta. And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belong." Goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "You're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Rui Hachimura picks one up. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Doncic looking it over. This one for three. A rebound by Johnson.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Okongwu slams it in.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Hawks trail by 3. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
Pass to Hayes. Doncic right side. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Here's Rizeshe. Back to Young. The Hawks working the ball around. Six to shoot. And then Johnson with the jam.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
Doncic outside. Over Young. Rebounded by the Hawks. .122 left in the third quarter. Here's Johnson for the lead. And the layup is good. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Bron dunked that like he was angry. Is he okay? Man, he got the table shaking over here.
The Hawks trailing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Richard, you've watched LeBron James over the years. His approach never wavers. It never changes.
He is all business all the time, on the court, off the court. The consistency of his focus and mental toughness is unbelievable.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Pass to Capella. And the rejection by James. Here's Vincent. And so the ball's out of bounds. Vanderbilt touched it left. So both teams making some changes here. .24 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Mann. Driving the lane. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Here's Connect. Hits it from 3-point range. Connects. Got 5. Here's Krejci. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Los Angeles on top, up by 4. We'll be back. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Lakers leading by 4. Pass to Vincent. Back to Doncic. And it's Connect in the corner. Off target from outside. Now Niang. Stolen by Connect. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Pass to Vincent. Doncic with it. And they double up Doncic. Here's Connect. He's covered by Niang. Shot clock at 2. Shoots the 3. Doncic outside. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Man can't hit.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Just his first attempt. Misses off the right iron. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Capella. LeVert in the corner. Over Doncic. Here's Capella. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And this guy eats glass for a living. Capella with great anticipation on the backboard.
Free throw no good for Capella. And the Lakers have possession. Looking to get on the board here in the 4th still. The 3 for Doncic. And that one's on target from the wing. And that's 23 points for Luka Doncic.
And when Luka sees the mid-range open up, he takes the shot, keeping things simple.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He knows every possession is critical now. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thank you, David. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. No good on the triple. Offensive rebound. Pass to Young. Shoots over Doncic. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Young's got 19 points. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And here's Daniels. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Back to LeBron. Here's Hachimura. And again, no good by the Lakers. They've got the opportunity to get the lead back.
And they've been waiting for this chance all game long.
Here's Young from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Young's got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Johnson surveying the floor. .14 left to play in the final quarter. 5 to shoot. Tries it from 19. It's rebounded by Doncic. Lakers trail by 3. Reeves outside to stop the run. He can't hit that time.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now, here's Young. And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's foul number 2 for him. Young outside. Shoots over Doncic. Young's shot is off. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And it's the Hawks' ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must. Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. "16 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Okongwu. It's off. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And here is Hachimura. Here's Doncic. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. It's Okongwu, high post. And Okongwu slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Doncic. Rebound by Johnson. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. That one, this is for Young.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. Young's teammates love to see him at the stripe.
The Hawks leading. Pass to Daniels. Launches a 3. Young's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Now LeBron. He's covered by Daniels. The drive by James. And James throws it down.
There's so much power on LeBron's drive. The defense, they just more or less clear him.
Pass to Okongwu. Nifty move. That's tipped. Got a piece of it. Reeves with it, and it's Johnson picking him up to take the lead, and it's laid in by Reeves. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Pass to Rizichet. Okongwu with it, covered by Hayes. And Okongwu slams it in.
And you can tell Rizichet has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
To the inside. Kicks it out to LeBron. Good!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And hard to miss the wide open man that time. Kudos to Young for finding him.
Doncic with it. Down low. Here's Hayes. Money!
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Pass to Daniels. Here's Johnson. And slam dunk by Johnson.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skill to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. He sinks the clutch free throw.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Doncic. Rebound by the Hawks. Now Daniels. And he drives in. Money!
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And what's their best move at this point?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick two and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
The three for Doncic. Count it! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And here's Young from the arc. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. 2K. And with another overtime in front of us, the question is, who will blink first? Nobody wants to give in. A lot of pride now on the line. Here's Doncic. From downtown. A shot off that time. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. Here's Ricochet. Good work there as it goes. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Well, that's a great sign for Ricochet, proving he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
There is no chance that this game is tied up without his offensive firepower.
Pass to Ricochet. Back to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target with his 3.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
To the paint. Here's Hayes. And here's Reeves outside. Okongwu grabs the ball. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
There's 3-pointers off the mark. Now, here's Doncic. Up top, Hachimura. Offensive rebound. LeBron outside. James jackhammers it down.
I'm sorry, just who else would you want it shooting there? LeBron James, just so calm under pressure.
Kicks it out to Johnson. On the wing, Daniels. Young from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. James looking it over. On the wing, Doncic. Lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
LeBron with it. He's picked up by Ricochet. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. On defense, the Hawks. Trailing by 2. And here is Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up. High post. Okongwu grabs the board.
And you get the sense that he's hit a wall here in OT. He just hasn't been much help to them at all offensively.
Young for three. Off target from downtown. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And so they foul intentionally. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of two is good. That makes it a three-point lead. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Let's face it, really difficult to find an open three in this situation. Look, there's no secret. It's the only shot that'll save him. So the D is all over the perimeter guarding that three-point line.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W.